How do you plan a betrayal? Does it start with a casual DM, a convenient flight change, or a $100,000 ring that glitters just long enough to blind the world? Tonight, we're pulling back the velvet curtain on Wizard Liz's whirlwind romance, because the evidence suggests Landon Nickerson never stumbled into infidelity. He drafted it like code. From the moment Liz whispered that Landon's cheating felt almost scripted, the internet grabbed its popcorn. What kind of man proposes in September, calls the ceremony not actually legal, and still manages to betray a wife who's 4 months pregnant? The breadcrumbs form a pattern, and by the end of this video, you'll see exactly why people think Landon mapped out every step. Liz swears she was invisible. Hoodie up, mask on, slumped behind a pastry shelf. Yet Landon beelined across the terminal, claiming fate. Viewers weren't buying it. He writes code for a living. She publicly posts flight selfies. Mix geotags with a dash of obsession, and suddenly the chance encounter looks like a geo-tracking side project. Comment threads dug up 3 years of polite "congrats" DMs. Just enough contact to keep his face familiar without scaring her off. When both finally exited other relationships, voila, opportunity met preparation. And what happened next was even bolder. If staged affection had a trophy, Landon polished it daily. He flooded Liz's apartment with flowers, booked surprise trips, and dropped future family fantasies like confetti. In Switzerland, he waxed poetic about rocking chair sunsets while she counted cats in a castle. Psychologists call that future faking. Reddit calls it a baby trap. The $100,000 diamond sealed the image of a man all in. But insiders recall how he steered every conversation back to kids, legacy, moon colonies, while quietly noting her ovulation tracking. Late May, an anonymous woman exposes a string of screenshots. Landon, ring on finger, swears he's not married, labels his relationship an internet thing, and invites her to meet in Dallas. He even sends the classic, "Haha, wanna see me? I'll explain in person." When she replies with a photo of his wedding band, he shrugs. That's for the video. The gall is breathtaking. Worse, Liz is in her second trimester while he shops for distractions. Fans freeze frame every timestamp and realize he created the burner account the same week Liz filmed a prenatal Q&A. But the deception still had one cue: soft lighting, trembling voice, and strategically unshaven stubble. Landon's video never utters the word sorry without pairing it with understand. He paints himself as a lonely overachiever, claims he prayed for clarity, insists one text chain equals a mistake, not a worldview. Viewers reply with fire emojis and clown icons. Body language experts dissect the eye glances. PR coaches call it textbook deflection. The worst line? That doesn't mean I don't love Liz. Internet, meet the masterclass in emotional gymnastics. Naturally, the fallout was swift. Liz doesn't sob on camera. She drops evidence. Stories, screen recordings, bank statements of flowers bought hours after shady messages, all impeccably time-stamped. Then she announces the ring auction, donating proceeds to single mothers. Meanwhile, Landon wipes his Instagram, unfollows everyone, and likes comments claiming Liz was his first girlfriend. Investors in his tech startup quietly distance themselves. Users question whether a man who lies to his wife should monitor their data logs. Yet, the crowd kept digging. Body language breakdowns resurrect an old interview where Landon admired Liz while dating someone else. A former classmate pops up on TikTok hinting he ran similar love bomb cycles in college. The Hailey Bieber comparisons mushroom, relentless pursuit, Insta proposal, baby on board, then betrayal. Some speculate the airport sighting wasn't the first time he tracked her travel. Others claim a private Discord server archived her locations months prior. Proof? Thin. Still, the theory feeds the fire. Which brings us to the real question. Cheating while your partner carries your child isn't a slip of the thumb. It's a worldview in HD. Landon showcased devotion in public, then treated Liz like a prop in private. Was every step a calculated move? Stalking, love bomb, baby trap, brand leverage? Or did ego simply overpower conscience in real time? Either way, the damage is done. Liz's decision to walk, donate, and move on turns the plot twist into a masterclass in self-respect. Wizard Liz built her platform on radical self-worth, and she's living her syllabus. Landon's blueprint, if that's what it was, collapsed the moment screenshots hit daylight. So I'll leave you with this. Was he a mastermind or just a cautionary tale about unchecked ego? Drop your take below, and remember, patterns speak louder than promises. The first cracks didn't show up on Twitter. They showed up in quiet group chats. Within 48 hours of Liz's reveal, her longtime friend Peyton posted that infamous screen recording of Landon's burner account and confirmed she'd been the middle woman who relayed the receipts. In a follow-up TikTok, Peyton said she felt morally obligated because Liz deserved to know before the baby shower invitations went out. Behind the scenes, Landon's own sister unfollowed him and liked a comment calling his apology gaslight gymnastics. Family acquaintances told Yahoo Entertainment that relatives were shocked but not surprised, hinting this wasn't his first Houdini act in a relationship. Meanwhile, Liz's phone exploded, over 2 million new followers in 3 days, and a flood of DMs from strangers sharing eerily similar stories about charismatic coders who fast-tracked commitments. Even Liz's obstetrician chimed in, politely but pointedly, urging her to prioritize cortisol levels over closure. That one Instagram story disappeared in 24 hours, but screenshots live on Reddit, fueling a fresh wave of empathy threads. But the social fallout was only half the story. Landon's public profile isn't just YouTuber. It's CEO of a data analytics startup currently seeking Series A funding. By day 3 of the scandal, at least 2 micro VCs quietly removed his headshot from pitch decks, while a viral TikTok compilation listed half a dozen lifestyle brands that yanked discount codes tied to his channel. Chart the numbers, and the damage sharpens. Landon shed roughly 380,000 Instagram followers in a week. Liz added 500,000. Comment sections on his latest product demo reel read like a live-action ethics seminar. If you'll lie to the mother of your child, why wouldn't you sell our data? One top-liked post asked. Even his own subreddit flipped, freezing stock price speculation threads and replacing them with a pinned PSA on accountable leadership. No official investor statement has emerged, yet. But finance blogs note that trust-centric SaaS companies rarely survive scandals that merge personal deception with platform security fears. And while Landon's capitalization table wobbled, Liz was quietly rewriting the narrative. For Liz, the scandal detonated a growth curve most creators only dream about, just not in the way she'd ever choose. People magazine reports her YouTube subscribers leaped from 8 million to nearly 9 million in 6 days, with a 212% spike in average view time on self-worth videos. She turned that spotlight into action, confirming plans to auction the $100,000 ring, launching a scholarship fund for single moms finishing STEM degrees, and teasing a mini-doc titled Boundaries: The Lesson My Baby Taught Me Before Birth. Analysts predict the doc's RPM will outpace her usual uploads by 3 to 1, but Liz has already capped sponsorship slots, writing, "Healing first, monetizing second." That line alone racked up 1.3 million likes, proof that authenticity converts faster than any ad read. And in a poetic twist, several of Landon's former partners have reportedly offered to appear in the film, ready to compare notes on love bomb timelines. No confirmation yet, though fan theories are multiplying in comment sections like mushrooms after rain. So where does that leave the tale? Friends defecting, brands distancing, numbers seesawing, and one very determined mother-to-be turning betrayal into a masterclass on boundaries. Whether Landon plotted every frame or simply tripped over his own ego, the aftershocks now reach boardrooms and baby registries alike. And the final chapter, as always, will be written in views, votes, and very real consequences. Thanks for watching! Hit subscribe for more deep dives, because the next digital fairy tale might be unraveling as we speak.